Hi there guys, how are you all doing? Let me try to do two videos for you today. Both of them gonna be kind of linked to each other, but I will do three fragrances in one video which I believe are inspired by one very famous fragrance called Pure Malt by Thierry Mugler. And this perfume is super expensive right now, super rare. Since Thierry Mugler is taken over by some other company, this perfume is very hard to find, and I have seen people selling this for $200 and more. So there's this time which is repeating, the history is repeating. This fragrance used to sell at $1,300, $400 when it was discontinued for the first time, somewhere back in 2000 something, But then they brought it back, prices came down normal. Now I have a backup bottle of this, and I consider myself very lucky. Not because this is expensive, just because I love so many I love this fragrance and so many memories of it since 2015 16. So this fragrance right now, let's consider $200. That is a niche pricing, and this perfume is known to be one of the best whiskey based perfumes with chocolatey dry down, winter heavy. This perfume picks up a lot of compliments for dating scenario, and this is known as a community sweetheart. Okay, so as an alternative, many people ask me what are the suggestions that you have that can replace this. Honestly speaking, 100% replacement you will not find. Okay, so far I haven't seen, but I have three alternatives, three suggestions which I have reviewed two of them, but one of them I'll review side by side, so it will be fair, so you can check out the full review on that one. So Thierry Mugler Pure Malt, it has that original Thierry Mugler Amin DNA. It got the chocolatey patchouli, and also this one has whiskey, basically the sweet whiskey note. It's very prominent in this. The fragrance lasts decent time in colder months, but I recommend this only in the winter time. So this is a gourmand, sweet, boozy perfume, one of the best sellers from this house. Okay, so this is called Pure Malt. So the three I'm gonna show today alternatives are relatively cheap. One is a little bit more pricey than the other two. Okay, first one I'm gonna show you another packaging. I reviewed this. Please check out its, I think, Fragrance World perfume. It's called Starman Nebula, and I absolutely love this presentation. When I did the review, I did say I love the way the bottle looks. It's very cool, nice. It doesn't look cheap, and the cap is good quality. It has clicks onto place, and the juice color is beautiful. It has this concave shape like Nautica's Voyage. Got the star. Juice color is just like pure malt. It has this malted beverage kind of sweetness, and the name sort of gives it away. It's going to be either Thierry Mugler Angelman or Pure Malt. So I got this from a brother, almost full bottle for a very good price. I think this one is not going to be more than $25. Okay, so that I consider as a budget perfume. And even the atomizer, it has detailing on it, right? So this fragrance, let's smell it on the paper. I did use it, but I plan to use this in winter. So this one, basically, when I reviewed it, I said it's a very nice perfume on its own, but overall the feel of Pure Malt, this one captures about 70-75% of it, top 75%. But for the price that you get a similar sort of vibe. It's a little bit how to say, a little bit more serious, less playful version of Pure Malt. I can smell the sweetness in it, but it doesn't really feel like the whiskey per se. But very nice, sweet. That original Indian is there. It's chocolatey, not dirty. Longevity was about 2 to 3 hours. For me, it was okay. In winter time, perhaps it will last longer. So this one is inspired by Pure Malt, but not exactly a clone, I would say, but a good replacement. If you can find this anywhere, Fragrance World, Starman Nebula. Check out my full review. This is the first one, I would say, inspired by Pure Malt. Second one is the one I'm about to review today. After this, I'll review side by side. This one is a bit funny, but let me show you the fragrance name. It's called Orbit Brown. Okay, this is the box. I'll do in-depth talking. So previously I did review Orchid Brown or something like this fragrance, and that one also from UAE. This is also from UAE. So I guess they are doing a lot of bottles, similar name, but their smells are different from each other. So I'll review in depth. I'll talk about it. So this is how that bottle looks. It looks a bit cheap. Of course, it's a very budget version. It's a $15, $20 cologne, okay? And it's 80 ml bottle, okay? The cap is really nice. It has fake leather suede vibe. And it has this, I don't know, flowers or whatever. And then the cap, it's nice, but it's light. It's plastic, and it's not really good grip. But the smell, this is better than the Starman Nebula. And I did post in my Decant page saying this is a good alternative to Pure Malt, because when I smelled it for the first time, I was just window shopping. Sort of like, well, I went to buy like soap, like my, like winter Vaseline and stuff, shampoo, facial wash. Then my brother in one of the shops, he is like, try this one, see if it's it reminds you of something, because I cannot remember or I cannot tell what it is. So I sprayed it for fun. When I smell it, I'm like, wow, this is so beautiful. Like the opening was so beautiful. I thought about 6 minutes to 7. Then it hit me. This one is reminding me of Thierry Mugler Pure Malt. It's not exactly Thierry Mugler Pure Malt. At the dry down, it goes a little bit more floral, more like a Thierry Mugler Angel Muse, or Angel Muse meets Pure Malt. Very good long-lasting performance. It got, I think, perhaps one of the floral notes, I think jasmine or something like it, which gives a sort of a unisex vibe. I think women can wear this alike, but definitely has vibes of Pure Malt. Again, the only thing I wish it had is more booziness. It reminds me of the sweetness of Pure Malt, but just the booziness, it's there, like a hint, like a light vibe of it. More they concentrate on the gourmand side of it, vanilla, a little bit of floral, and this is sweeter than Starman Nebula. Okay, and if you ask me which is closer to Pure Malt, I would say this one, even though you get less juice, but this is going to be a better alternative than Starman Nebula. But either way, they are not bad experiences. So I'll talk about this in depth. Please check out my review, and I'll let you know exactly longevity. I'll break it down. Okay, so the last one I'm going to show you is the ultimate solution to Thierry Mugler Pure Heaven Pure Malt, as well as Thierry Mugler Angelman and Angel. 4 big fragrances. This is called Animale Animale, which is a fragrance I waited 4, 5, 6 years, man, to get this perfume. And this is gonna be my winter ultimate, one of the most used fragrances for winter. This has one of the coolest looking bottles ever, and be careful when you buy these. They have Animal, they have Animal for women, they have Animal Sport or something light, like a blue juice. But Animale Animale is the one with the dark juice, is the one that you want. This is, some of the people say, hey, this is cheap in our country, like $20, $25. Why is it so expensive and rare in your country? See, every country do not have the privilege of, all the fragrances, because not everybody knows about everything. This perfume, if you know about it, you have to pre-order through some pages. They can get you, and it will cost you about $35 to $40. Okay, prices will vary depending on the sourcing and the currency. I got this for $35 to $40, I don't remember, but this has been one of my most favorite buys this year. Really awesome looking bottle with a thunderbolt, or I don't know, a claw, or it's kind of like animalic. So what's best about this perfume is that when I say this is a good alternative to Pure Malt, actually it should be the other way around. I'll tell you why. From Fragrantica, I did do my research like few months back. This one, Thierry Mugler Angelman and Pure Heaven, came after the release of this one. This one was released after Thierry Mugler Angel for the one women. I have Thierry Mugler Angel somewhere there. I don't know where is my I don't know where I keep my Angel bottle nowadays. Let me see if I have it here available. I think I removed it and I put it somewhere else. Nah, don't have it. When you need it, you don't find it. Sorry. But Thierry Mugler Angel is basically the perfume that actually is an epic fragrance, which inspired a lot of men's fragrance like Thierry Mugler Angelman. So the credit goes to this one for Pure Malt, Pure Heaven, and Thierry Mugler Angelman in a way. But still it's inspired by the Thierry Mugler's, I think, their DNA, sweetness, got some whiskey in it, some booziness, and also got, I think, some tobacco. Very mouth-watering fragrance, okay? Very, very beautiful. It got some dried fruits, just like Pure Malt. But one thing I'll tell you, this has a little bit of a cacao somewhere there, like Lanston de Guerlain, if you know, some bitter vibes of it on the dry down. This one also gives you that. The longevity of this one, it's good, really, really solid, but Pure Malt lasts a little bit longer on my skin, especially the dry down. This one will get like 2 hours more, okay? That's about the difference. But see what you get from Animale Animale, 35 to 40 bucks, let's say $35 versus $200. This is 100 ml EDT. Good longevity, nice looking bottle, very nice juice color. I think, if you don't want the exact 100%, that it has to be 100% exact Pure Malt, hunt it down by all means, okay? Get Pure Malt, get your hands on Pure Malt, you'll be very happy. But when you do have alternatives, you can sacrifice tiny bit of things like 25% of Pure Malts, that whiskey note. If you can get past that, you want a little bit more, if you don't mind, a little bit more synthetic vibe and a little bit flat in the opening, but the dry down is pretty close. Animale Animale is your ultimate solution. So out of the 3 today, this is the best pick. Even though the price is more than the other 2, it's worth the money. So my ultimate pick for today is Animale Animale for value, This is the best alternative to pure malt. But the other two that I showed, I'll tell you just practically speaking. Starman Nebula, if you want an excellent bottle, really nice smelling juice for 3 to 4 hours longevity for $15 to $20, roughly $25, let's say, it's a good choice. If you want the best out of the, like best in the middle of those two, like second best is this one, it's called Orbit Brown, okay? And I think this is from Dubai. It's under Micromax. Some guys are making it. If you find this perfume, give it a try. So there you go, 3 alternatives to pure malt. But ultimately, original can never be beaten. Always remember that. Some people cannot accept the fact, I'm paying for $10, how can I not get pure malt? Exact smell. It's never possible. Clone is always going to be a clone. Original is going to be always original. But practicality wise, $200 for this is only for people who will pay. Only people who pay for this who have sentimental reasons, a lot of memories, and they definitely need this particular one. They will only pay $200, $300. I would not pay. I can sell my bottle at this moment to $150. I'll not let it go. I like it, but I would tell you honestly speaking, that price tag for Thierry Mugler when it used to be $65. See the price difference, it's insane, right? But pure malt remains a good fragrance if you can find for a good deal. $150 if you find it, get it. That will be a good price. Thierry Mugler Pure Malt, and it's available. Options 3. There may be a lot more in the other companies, I do not know. But one last thing before I go, I would suggest to you is that whatever fragrance that you buy, always know what you're getting into. You know, we always get what you pay for. This is very important to understand. Some people, they buy, let's say, just a small example, then I'll finish. You see a car from Haval, okay? I'm not trying to put down Haval or anything, but they actually made a sort of copy of Land Cruiser or Prado, and they look almost similar, except some few features and looks. Almost look the same identical car. Even their, I think their designer came from Toyota to Haval. But when you actually ride both cars, you start seeing how they wear off or how they stand against time, and how their value shows in time. Okay, the best example I can tell you. So you pay a lot more for Toyota, maybe three times more. But Haval, you can get a brand new car for darn cheap. But in the long run, 5 years down the lane, 10 years down the lane, you'll see how Toyota starts giving back your value for money, how it holds up the price in the market. So the value wise, Toyota is unbeaten. Okay, so at times you can go for cheaper thrills, and then if you're happy with it, be happy. That's what is the practical decision. So think before you ink. I'm sorry, that's not what I want to say. Think before investing what you're getting into. You always get what you pay for. Okay, I hope I made some sense. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks, and always thanks for leaving the comments. Whenever I can, I'll reply. Let's do the review of Orbit Brown in depth. Then we will upload this. Take care.